you forking kid? Okay, I was like, are you forking kidding me? Is it really not gonna... Okay, it did sign me in. I was worried about that. Because we need to sign in to view our achievements, which we'll look at here in a second. Once everything is loaded. Was the Enderman my Xbox skin? I was like, don't I have... Because Chicken Man that I've been using for years now doesn't work on Xbox for some stupid reason. So today is an achievement hunting stream. I have 111 out of 114, 111. And we're mixing Healing Power of Friendship, whatever floats your goat, and Wax On, Wax Off. All the copper block. This is the one I think we can't. This is going to be the hard one to get. This Wax On, Wax Off one, because we need all the copper blocks. And I think to get the last it takes days to get the last copper block. So I don't think we'll be able to get that one. But these other two should be reasonable, and we could at least set up to get Wax On and Wax Off. So that's my plan at the moment. Yeah, we're 300 hours in, and yeah, we've gotten a fair bit of the achievements. But yeah, admittedly, I have done no research for this video. I'm assuming goats can be led with leads, and axolotls can be tamed with, I want to say, buckets. Bucket. So and this one's obvious. I know you have to use... We're going to need to get beehives, and we're going to need to get copper, which I've not actually played in the new update. Since the new update came out, I have not even touched it. So let's create a new world. 1.17 achievement. I'm not gonna actually just spell it achievement hunt. Survival, yes, sure. Any of this stuff I care about? Friendly fire, show coordinates. I wish that was just on by default. Respawn radius. None of that stuff matters to me. And we can't mess with the cheats. So yeah, I guess that's all I need to worry about. So let's just create a new world. Also, it'd be nice to find an amethyst geode. I don't expect to, but it'd be nice to find one, because I don't think I ever have before. It's also gonna be nice to not play with any restrictions, because that hasn't been... Because the recent times we've been playing Minecraft have always been with stupid restrictions, and that's been not a nightmare per se, but it's been kind of annoying. We're not doing big old survival work. God, look at that. Right, I struggle so much to find those things, and I was just convinced it was bad luck. I am still like doing some testing off stream. It's just bad luck. Take a bed. But yeah, at this point, I have no plans to like set up any... I mean, we will set up a base at the end when we get to we're just waiting on the copper. But at the moment, like, we don't need a base. There are some of the stuff I do want to take, but I'm seeing if they've got anything here first. Nothing. Yeah, this is a much better start than some of the other worlds we've been in. God I'm so annoyed. We're also going to have to get some coal because we're going to need to get some wax from bees. So we'll have to figure that out at some point. I know that's all done with campfires, which we can figure out campfires. We're going to have to find goats and boats, which I think we can lead goat. We can put goats on leads, which is going to be an easy way to get goats down to the ocean to put them in a boat. Because I'm assuming you have to boat them around in the ocean. Like, it's not just... I mean, we can try doing it up on the mountaintop, and maybe that'll work. But I have a sneaking suspicion that the game's at least thought a little bit ahead about that. Axolotls, I have no idea how they spawn, and I'm pretty sure you tame them with a bucket. Like, my thought is you give them food, but I don't know if that works. So, And then, yeah, it'd be nice, because we're going to have to do a little bit of mining, and it'd be nice to get a cave thing. What does that call? To find an amethyst geo. Because I think the spyglass is a neat feature. I don't entirely love the implementation of it, but I think it's neat nevertheless. We've already been by here. Where haven't we been? I'm surprised none of these houses have chests in them. That was the smoker earlier. I don't think we went this way. We have a bunch of brewing stands, which is nice. Is it this guy? So I guess clerics, at least in other versions of Minecraft, can give you Eyes of Ender, which is because right now we're struggling to get Eyes of Ender from in my trying to beat the game without opening your inventory. And I guess clerics can give you Eyes of Ender, because I saw some... I think we talked about how I've been watching that CM Craft McGee or whatever. And I was watching one of their videos, and they were talking about beating Minecraft without crafting. And I guess, at least in some version of the game, you can get... You can get whatever without doing the thing, right? You can get Eyes of Ender that way, which I think is neat. It's not in a solution that works for us, obviously, because opening our inventory, but I just thought it was a neat solution. I want to see if there's any natural caves before I commit to anything. There's a thing. Alright, there's coal in the wall. Oh yeah, and we got all the new ore. So yeah, this is my first time playing the new update. This is honestly my first time playing Minecraft on Switch in a while. Because most of the recent times I've played have been on Xbox. So, yeah. But I have all the achievements on Switch, so I might as well go. Even though I've considered getting them all again on Xbox, it's honestly those last few that are a nightmare. It's like the Beaconator and the 1,000 Emeralds from trading. Those are the nightmare achievements. Everything else, takes time, but it's reasonable. I mean, I did it all in less than 300 hours. The Golden Apple one was a pain, but yeah. I at least want to use a good portion of this wood pickaxe because we're going to destroy it. Alright, whatever. Oops. And let's get ourselves a stone pick. Might also just get a stone sword. We're gonna go down in the mine, but we're gonna do that in a minute. I do want to check the top of this mountain real quick. Because if we can... I don't know where goats spawn. I don't know how rare they are. If we have to go through the entire world just to find goats, I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be nice if we could find them easier, though. Like, if we could do everything right... Because the ocean's right there. We just need a lead. Which, in theory, I think we can get. We just gotta find some wandering traders. That's their... I mean, that's literally the wandering trader's only use. Nothing over here. Sheeps. Cows. More coal. I'll take more coal. Oh, we should... There we go. There's some bread. Yeah, the one that we're not going to be able to do is the copper one. But I can at least set everything up to get the copper one done. So that's what we're going to focus on anyways. Getting everything set up, which I don't think it's that hard. I don't think copper is that rare. Oh, also the new iron is in this update. This update's already been out for, what, like a month now? And I'm only just getting around to it now. It's a little less than that. I think it came out in, like, the 8th or something like that. Yeah, today I got day off today because, you know, America's birthday. And so I was like, you know what? I have a new class that starts tomorrow. I'm going to be even busier than I was before. I might as well just take this day off and do some Minecraft. What was I watching where they were poking? I mean, Rick and Morty did an episode where they make a few jokes because they have Rick play Minecraft, and there's also the South Park one. What was I I don't remember. I don't even know why we're grabbing all this coal. We'll stop at 64. I don't need more than that. I know. Because, yeah, these also deal with the new spawn rates, which, if I'm correct, means that diamond now spawns below... It's at, like, before, the best layer to get diamonds was at, like, 11, 12-ish. Now the best layer to get diamond is... I want to say 5. I don't know if that's on Bedrock. But I know for sure that's on PC. So we have goats right here. The question is, what leads... It's going to be wheat, isn't it? I bet wheat leads goats, and we don't have any wheat. So we at least know where goats are. So that's a big start. It's just a matter of getting them down and getting them into a boat, which we probably should make... Let's get back to the village, because maybe there'll be some more wheat down here in the village. Okay, what do we have to kill? I saw the creepster. Is that good enough? Are there still... Yep, that's good enough. I know I saw carrots, so I guess we can pick up those carrots. But I'm hoping we'll find wheat or something. We should also go over to that nether portal. Oh, and there's also potatoes. I guess this is home base for the moment. We might as well just... Sure. I doubt the thing can be... God, do we have to grow wheat? Wouldn't be the first time I've done it, so... I shouldn't have made all the bread. Oh, we got a poison potato? Huh, neat. Okay, we've got a monument here. Not a great one, honestly. I told you, we have 2 obsidian. God, look at that chest. And an enchanted apple. Or, is that a... That's a notch apple, right? That's not just like a normal golden apple. We don't need the fire charger, but I'll take everything else. Oh my gosh, that's so... I found a portal that only needed a single gold. That, yeah, it was just, it needed a single block of obsidian. And while obviously it's not that one, I know it's I know it's possible to spawn something like that. So we just had terrible luck. I guess if we kill skeletons, we could get bone mail. Ugh. Oh, hey, there's a cave. I'll take that. Maybe this is not an actual cave, but we'll go down and see. It doesn't look like it now. Shoot. We need iron and copper, so... I can't believe we found an enchanted golden apple. The amount of struggle I've had trying to get one of those previously. And then here it is. Here's your enchanted golden apple. And then I think if we hang around in one area long enough, oh, there's some wheat. I know eventually a thing will spawn. But we might just be able to lead it back. I should make a boat. Goats and boats. More stick. We need that. And boom, there's our boat. I should also put on that gold helmet. What did I... Oh, it just has thorns. Okay. Alright, let's go back up to the mountains, see if we can get those goats. If we can bring the goats back, we can take them down to the ocean, which isn't very far. And boom, that'll be achievement number 1. Then we'll go mining and get some copper and some iron. And we'll make a bucket, and we have an ocean right there, so maybe we'll get an axolotl. And then we just gotta go find copper. This is gonna hopefully go better than expected. Probably not, but it might. Hey, goats. Do you like wheat? Oh, good, you do. Okay, we gotta... I mean, I guess we could just get you in a lake or in the river right here. Little anticlimactic, but... Okay, come on. Nautilus shell. Okay, let's... Goat. Boat. There we go. Whatever floats your goat. Ah, look at us. Look at us. Whatever floats your goat. Let's bring you back to the village, I guess. Go. This is where we part ways. Good luck staying here forever. Forever and evers. Alright, now we need to go get some iron. I know we can get iron from this big lug. Yeah, no, I'm fine with leaving him there. We started almost 1,000 blocks in. You know, normally in Bedrock, at least in my experience, you start around 0, 0. Like, that's most of my Bedrock experience. But yeah, we're about 1,000. I should probably remember that, because we'll probably come back to that village. Not like it really matters. I mean, it's not like we need gold for anything. God, I have a world where I have more gold than I do iron. Probably not enough gold to get... do the Beaconator. But it's a lot of gold, because I think we were right next to a mesa. So, and the mesas are just filled with gold. Looking for a cave. We're right on the border of mountains, which isn't great. Because, yeah, I would love just some naturally spawning cave. That would save me a lot of time. Cave? It's a start. Ah, it's one of these. I hate how water spawns in some of the where like there is no like clearly defined source block. Because you know before you could just take out a single block, and that would do it. That'd get everything. We should probably make a few more torches. Really? I was hoping our next pick would be iron, but screw it. I don't remember how new ore distribution works as of the new update. That's copper, though. We're gonna have to go find bees. I mean, we're gonna need iron and a campfire, but those two things are easily enough required. Oh, my hand is asleep. Ew. Give me a second. Oh. So I had to So I'm going to have to start waking up earlier because I have classes. I have an online class, but it meets at like 7 in the morning. It starts tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, I now got to start waking up at like 6 just to get ready for this online class. So that's going to be fun. Oh, here's some iron. Let's actually get some iron first. So I've got to start waking up at like 6, yeah, like 6:50, 6:45. I think my alarm right now is set for 6:45. And I woke up at 6:45 this morning and was like, fuck. And I just went back to bed for another, because it didn't start today, so I went to bed for like another like 2 hours. But, ugh. I know, it's something I just have to get used to, but I've been out of it for so long. Ugh. And then it's hot here. I mean, it's been kind of cloudy and kind of rainy the past few days, but still kind of hot. I do. Oh, what was that? Oh, yeah. And, you know, it's 4th of July, so all the fireworks were yesterday, and a lot of fireworks. Like, they were going all night long, through all hours of the night, until I think they finally stopped around. I don't know. They start. Admittedly, I was expecting them to go until well past midnight, but they actually really did start to slow around 11. We're gonna collect this copper, but I'm not gonna smelt any of it yet. We're gonna wait until we get back to the surface. Sucks that we found a smoker and not a blast furnace. A blast furnace would have made everything easier. Okay, we're finding a good chunk of iron, which is nice. Because we're going to need to make a bucket, we're going to need to make shears, which either thing isn't too hard, but then we're going to actually have to find the axolotl. Probably shouldn't leave that goat in a boat. Probably should go use that boat to look for the axolotl. Even though I have no idea where the axolotl spawns and how the axolotl spawning works. I know it has something to do with like a dark area. Like, you gotta find an axolotl in, like, darkness, and then they'll, like, open up, and it's something like that anyways. Oh yeah, the new glow squids are in this update, which the glow squids are bad. But I think the one neat thing about them is how they do signs. That you can, like, make the text on, like, a sign light up. And it actually looks really nice, and it makes the sign, like, really visible. But I think that feature isn't on Bedrock, if I remember correctly. That's a feature only on PC, which annoy... There are some features that just, like, I wish they were on Bedrock. Because they're such nice features. And I wonder why they're not. Like, I don't know why the spectral arrow isn't... The banner one, where you can, like, put banners and, like, click on them with a map, and it'll make banners, like, show up on maps, and if you name the banners, they'll have, like, the names will show up. That's a really nice feature that you could, in theory, use to, like, mark out locations and everything. That's on PC. Or, yeah, it's on PC, Java Edition, that's the word I was looking for. but it's not on Bedrock for some reason. And it's just one of those, like, really nice features that I would love to use. But nope. At least as far as I know, they never added it to Bedrock Edition. Hey, look, it's some of this Deep Slate stuff. Really? More gravel? This is Deep Slate, right? Yeah, cobbled Deep Slate. So I think we're going, what, down to 10-ish? Or 5-ish? I think is the new spot to find diamonds. I don't know, I want to find some diamonds just to, you know, do it. But we basically have everything I need. I mean, we just came out down here to get some iron and some copper. And we found both. See, and I remember there being something about, like, there being a bug on Bedrock Edition where, like, the diamonds were supposed to... Oh, is this tough? I know tough spawns around the geodes. But I don't know if that's a universal thing, or... if we're just gonna find tough out here. Like, I don't know if tough spawns in just pockets down at the bottom of the world. I don't know how tough spawns. It might just spawn near the bottom of the world. Which would suck, because, you know, I'm really looking for these geodes. Or I mean, we don't need one, but it'd be nice to find one, you know? Also, our inventory is completely full. And, oh, wow, this deep... Oh, I was like, did we hit redstone? This Deep Slate stuff gets dark. Oh, do we need redstone for anything? I want to get you. That'll get rid of that. We might as well just make this remaining bread. And then I can get rid of some things, like, we don't need that. 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 We probably don't need the Chambered Nautilus, but I'm going to hold on to it just because. Oh. We also probably should have made a new iron pickaxe. Yeah, I think the whole new Caves and Cliff stuff with, like, the new Deep Slate and all that, and, like, the new Deeper Worlds and everything, I think that's neat. I think that's a neat new feature that's going to do some interesting things. It's still obviously got a while to go. Like, we're still a ways away from actually getting it. But I think it's neat. The new being able to use fortune on iron ores and whatnot. Well, it's not something I'm, like, initially like, yeah, no, this is a good thing. Oh, that's bedrock. Yeah, oh yeah, we're that deep. Well, it's not something I'm initially like, yeah, no, this is a great thing. I think it's neat. I think it's just something that, like, I've been so used to how gold and iron works for so long now that it's just kind of weird seeing like it's something different. But I do like the new gold and copper blocks, like the new like ore blocks that they've added in. No, I'm not talking about like the deep slate ores. I'm talking about, can we like I think we can only see them in the crafting table. But like if you combine like the ore nuggets together, you get like new deep slate ore blocks, and I think those look really nice personally. We'll get like a stack of redstone or something along those lines. I really should have made a wooden or a stone shovel. Oh, come on. That normally works. Yeah, the deep slate definitely takes a little longer. Just like initial thoughts. The deep slate definitely takes like a second longer to mine. You know, I'm totally digging too deep for diamonds. I bet you. I know I'm also just tunneling straight as well. That's probably not helping either. We actually maybe should go back and branch. I know we're not far in, but we should go back and branch the path a little bit. I think, what is it? Every 2 blocks or... It's been a while since I've stripped mine. And, well, the last time I did strip mine was in the Nether. Because the Nether just... Like, and one... Like, at first I was actually, like, I didn't use the bed trick to strip mine for netherite in the Nether. I was just like, you know what, I'll just strip mine like I normally do. And I found what I needed. I was able to get the full netherite armor set, just like mining natural, just doing natural strip mining. Didn't take me that long. But then I tried out strip mining in like a different world. I think, you know, the one where I showed off, the one where I made Canada. And it was just like, oh, this is so convenient. I totally get why people strip mine now. I get it now. I care. I wonder if we should actually just put like a torch right there. And maybe, yeah, that more or less covers both things. I get it. I care now. Yeah, I've been on a little bit of a Rick and Morty binge. Definitely not watching every episode, but I've felt like watching like a few. Like, there's a few fun episodes that I've been like, yeah, no, I kind of want to watch those again. And they're fun and to be fair, they're fun, good episodes. The one with the one that I just find hilarious is, even though it's definitely not one of the best episodes, is the story train one, where it's just like, hey, they're on the story train and it's this anthology and it's like, don't you want to see how your story ends? I like that one. I think that one's kind of clever. And then, what was the other one? Oh, yeah, and then the recent season. I thought the recent season has been okay. I'm not going to say, like, it's amazing or anything. But it's, like, the first episode was... Oh, Mr. Nimbus. Mr. Nimbus was funny enough. Like, sure, Mr. Nimbus was fine. The whole time world, the world with like the Narnia rules, that was neat. That was a neat idea, to say the least. Like, they definitely experimented with that one. I should have just bought. I should have just brought a freaking shovel. And I know I can make one, it's just I'm too lazy to. Yeah, the Narnia thing was fun, and like Morty getting turned off by Jessica, that was good. The episode after that, with the last week's episode with all the duplicates, was a weird episode, to say the least. It definitely felt different than a lot of other ones, that's for sure. But I'm not gonna say it's bad. And then today's episode, spoiler alert for the new episode with Planet Tina, was fine. It actually probably wasn't that great, honestly. Like, it definitely had some slower moments, but I think the ending really sells it. Like, I think that ending is like what really makes the episode work. You know, after every episode they put out like the not director's commentary, but they put out like Dan Harmon and the other writers talking about like their thought process on making the episode. And yeah, I think they did a good job at explaining it, and like why the episode works. Again, spoilers, is that Morty dumps Planet Tina, right? It's not he gets his heart broken, not by her breaking up with him, but that he has to break up with her. And that's why the episode works. And yeah, or at least that's why the ending works. The actual rest of the episode is yeah, the rest of the episode is just kind of whatever. Like, it's not like an amazing episode or anything, but it's fine-ish. I don't know. That ending is just what sells it for me. Everything around that, like the actual, like the Rick and Summer plot, I definitely don't really care for. The whole how it concludes is pretty decent. But like the actual, yeah, the Rick and Summer stuff, But the Morty and Planet Tina stuff is good. Are we filled up? Yeah. Wow. And I bet we're digging too low. That like Bedrock still has it. I don't know. Again, I've had some terrible fucking luck in the past. So that could just be it. Plus, I know I'm not making these strip mines too large. But, yeah. Oh, we only did... No, we did do... I was like, did we only do one over? I don't know. I would have expected to have found something by this point. No, I don't know. Admittedly, I have a really finicky track record. No, again, not like we need diamonds, but it'd be a nice get. Or at least some more iron. Like, for Pete's sake, we've only found, what, 18 pieces? That's nothing. Again, we didn't find a cave, which I think that's part of the problem. Is that if we had found a cave, maybe things would play out a little differently. Oh no, I don't want the deep slate. I want the copper. Even though I don't think we're gonna need that much copper. We need what? 4 blocks? Oh. And then I can't remember how long it takes copper to oxidize. I think it takes I think it's like 23 in-game days, not including sleep, or maybe that's including sleep. I think it's not including sleep. So whatever 23 in-game days is like a few hours. Which, again, we'll get everything started for sure, and we'll definitely do like the first block. Yeah, I wish we had found an actual cave. Maybe we'll probably run out of this pickaxe, then we'll head back up, and I would like to find a little diamond before then, admittedly, but I at least want to find like one piece. Yeah, the new Deep Slate taking like a little longer to break is definitely like, that's something that you're gonna have to get used to, especially when the entire world like below a certain depth becomes Deep Slate. That's gonna be a new feeling for sure. Okay. It keeps throwing me off. Nothing. Yeah, I guess I'm just surprised we didn't find anything down here. That's such a disappointment. I mean, we found some redstone and a bunch of copper. But, like, it's copper. Come on. Some gold. And that's all that. I mean, we could grab... I mean, we'd have to go... whatever. We don't need the gold. I mean, what's gold? What gold? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. We're gonna pick up some shit on the way out. So we'll head up. And maybe we'll head back to that village. Maybe I'll take a look around, see if I can find an actual cave. Real quick. I don't know, I should probably make a chest at some point and put some stuff in it. Because we have a lot of stuff and not much that we need. Because, yeah, this cave up here sucked. And I know part of it is that because of the new redistribution of ore, we're above, what, 64, so that's why we're only finding coal. No, I wanted that. There's a... Oh, here's some skeletons. I don't think we need skeletons for anything, but hey, here's some more. Hey, we would if we didn't have the... Again, I don't actually think we need skeletons for anything. If we didn't have the... If the wheat didn't work, we could have gotten leads from over here. Because I have to assume leads work on goats. Like, there's no reason they wouldn't, I presume. Oh, here's a cave. Now, is it an actual cave, or is it just a bunch of... That's useless to me. Oh, really? Yeah, God, I hate how Bedrock does water sources. Alright, this looks like a real cave. At least it's the start of one. So I guess let's make ourselves a new iron pick. What do I not need in here? What can I just throw in a dump hole? Oh, where? Wait, I have blocks. Okay, let's see. What can we throw in a dump hole? That. Even though normally I'd keep a Nautilus shell. There's just no point to it. Sure. God, look at all that gravel. We don't need the tuff. We definitely don't need that much cobblestone. And yeah. I'll keep everything else for the moment. If we need to get rid of other stuff, we'll get rid of other stuff. Alright, let's see what's around here. There's some iron. We definitely need more iron. That's one of our big shortage. Like, above all else, iron is kind of our big shortage right now. Is that lava? Oh, no, that's, Oh, that is lava. But that's that, new... This is the new thing. The cave light block. That is actually, like, it's a small thing. But in theory, if there were enough of them, it'd be one of my favorite new features. Like, I think the idea of, like, a cave light is a really cool one. It's just... How much light does it actually give off? Not that much, I presume. No, I think the cave light is neat. I think it's got a lot of potential as like a natural growth. It doesn't put off that much light, obviously, but it puts off some. At least now that we're in actual caves, I can actually... Right, we can actually now see these glow lights. This is the type of cave ecosystem I wanted. Or at least it's better than what we had before. So we didn't come by here. That is the one... at least the cave lights give off less light. But I could see how... oh, shit. Oh, I guess it blew up that way? I could see how that could throw you off. Because you don't always know where you've come from or where you've gone. Oh, we're gonna get so lost. Correction, we already are lost. Yeah, you need shears to break those. But what? I know I mentioned before that, hey, if you stay in one place, wandering traders will show up. But really? Down here? Oh, crap. That's an abandoned mine shaft, first of all. Second of all... this is what we were looking for earlier. The entire ceiling is gravel. Which is no fun, but we'll figure it out. Okay. This is what this is what worries me. I know there's that geode up there, and we'll get back up there somehow. And I'm not gonna deal with that. Yeah, look at them. Somehow the wandering trader spawned down here. I wonder if it's a light source thing, like they had enough light down here due to, I don't know, because I do see those grass particles over there, so I'm gonna guess it had something to do with that. I keep just like, it's just like, oh, it's too late. They've already exploded by the time I hear it. Yeah, maybe it has something to do with, like, this light source allowed it to spawn. Oops. Huh, we were already over here? Okay, sure, I guess. I don't remember that, but somehow it all connects. Oh, it's a stalagmite. Oh, hey, I was wondering. See, I didn't even know if those actually spawned yet. Like, I don't know if I didn't know if they had just put those in the game, and like they didn't actually do anything yet. God, we've got 2 copper. I mean, I think what makes copper easy to get is, besides for it not being hard to find, it's also not... what's the word I'm looking for? It's also not... It gives you more than 1 piece per copper thingy. We really should get back to that geode. I want that amethyst. But I think we've used up a fair chunk of coal, so I'm gonna grab this. Yeah. Okay, we can grab this. Because we're definitely gonna need more, and I definitely need to figure out how to make a blast furnace. Okay, the geode is up there somewheres. God, that llama being there, that just, out of all the places, that just surprises me. Okay, it's somewheres over here. Oh, hey, look, there's an entrance right there. Okay, I was expecting that to cause a collapse in, or a cave-in. Okay, are any of these actually fully grown? Maybe this one? Because the one interesting thing about amethyst geodes is that you can't move them, right? I mean, I know you can take the blocks, but like, these blocks with like the X's on them can't be moved. If you try to move them, they'll just break. And then what's this? Is this calcite? Okay, I thought it was calcite. I don't actually want it. It's just, hey, it's there. So we got, what, 8 pieces of amethyst shard? Yeah, so if I wanted to get more geode, I'd have to come back, or more shards. I'd have to come back here. But I don't actually think there's much use for an amethyst geode, at least in the current. I think the only use is the spyglass, which doesn't require much. Of course, there's always the building block of the geode. But that's not nearly as important. Might as well get this lapis. So there was lava here? That's interesting. Okay, we came by there earlier. Take some more lapis, sure. that's redstone. The entire floor is gravel, which definitely doesn't make things easier. I'm honestly surprised the floor didn't collapse right there. We're at around diamond finding level. I guess, yeah, we can go down this way. Oh, a skeleton died here. I saw the copper back here. I guess let's grab it. Might as well. More lapis. See, we're at what used to be the perfect diamond finding height. Or at least, again, I think they upped... I don't... Again, but I remember hearing something about them not updating it on... Or, like, Bedrock, there was, like, a bug that didn't update it. But I thought that had been fixed by now, because I know there have been a few patches on Bedrock, or at least one. Okay, let's head back up, I guess. Actually, we can just... Oh, did we throw out the other bones? I guess I'm just looking for diamonds, because that's the thing to look for. Okay, I do see that. I'm gonna... We don't need it. We have... What? I mean, I guess in theory we could get a little bit more copper. But I'm not stressing to get any more, personally. Huh, that grew out one. Interesting. Where's the spawner? I know there's there should be a spawner around here somewheres. Nope. Okay, this is where we were earlier. Come on, look at that. That's the perfect spot for some diamond. Oh, what a shame. I think we went that direction earlier. These both lead to lava. Yeah. Okay, that one didn't, but the other one totally did. I was like, that's gonna collapse. More copper. Part of me does worry that I'm gonna see these and be like, oh, that's not diamond, that's those thingies. I'm just gonna write it off. Like, I know that hasn't happened yet, but I see no reason why that couldn't happen. Okay, more copper. Spider. Oh. Okay, we can just get back right there, and we're underneath something. Gosh dang it. I feel like there are so many spots here. I know there is something up with diamond and exposed air. Like, diamonds are spawning in the newer updates. Like, or at least in future versions, they're, like, in 1.18. They're gonna spawn under, like, less exposed air, so you need to be, like, in a cave, or you need to, like, dig around to actually find them. But as far as I knew, that wasn't implemented yet. That's weird. That's some weird generation right there. Too wide mineshaft. Haven't actually... Any... Nope. No way over from there. Good. Okay. More iron. How much iron are we up to? Okay, about a stack and a half. Anything? Nope. I mean, there was iron there, but that's, you know, that's not what I want. Ooh, that might be a good place to check. Nope, just a dead end. And another dead end. Gosh dang it, I'm having no luck. Like, I'm not having any luck. And this is how it normally goes for me, is I just cannot find diamonds. Alright, I've been walking around for miles, still no diamonds to be found. Let's... I wouldn't even know how to get back up. But let's head back up. See, like, look at that. Yeah, this maw. I honestly thought it was supposed to be rarer than we are finding it so far. But it's interesting how we've been finding it. Like, in the different positions and whatnot. That's fascinating. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, by the way. I actually think that's just interesting. I think we blocked that off from all sides. I thought that was an invisible, like the way its eyes were glowing. I was like, that's an invisible spider. Yeah, let's... Is there a way back up? Yeah, this is like right on top of lava. Okay, something... I got hit. I don't know from where. I don't see a skeleton anywheres. Is that our geode right there? Is that the other side? Because I know it did... Oh, it's up there. Okay. Okay, I know we were from around here somewheres. We went... Oh, God. Oh, gosh. I know we didn't go over here, but I'm just checking. We could get up from here. These are the blocks I was talking about. This block of raw iron, block of raw copper, and block of raw gold. I actually really like those designs. Okay, we should be able to staircase up from here. We're at about 42. I think we got to get to 64 to get back to the surface. Assuming we're not digging in a mountain. So we couldn't find diamond. So what? We technically don't need the stuff. Sucks we couldn't find it. I guess I should probably look. I mean, I know we're playing on Bedrock, so I could always look into it, but... Oh, we're coming up in a mountain, aren't we? Okay, good, no. I just... We're coming up in a cave. Curious and curiouser. Okay, this is not actually the worst place to come up. No idea where we are. Oof. Huh, you didn't die. Color me impressed. Can we get this wood? Oh, yeah, easy. Okay, we've got all this garbo. Let's head back to that village. I think it's this way-ish? It's at like 150... 800 something. I'm assuming it's on the other side of these mountains or whatever. I'm surprised how, like, we both went like a few hundred blocks away and also just managed to make our way back to like where we needed to go. There it is. I can see the church right there. Because, yeah, those were the mountains we avoided early on. We just came up in a different place. Huh. Neat. Alright, let's commandeer one of these houses. Let's put... I guess for the moment, let's put the iron in there. We also need to make a chest, because we have so much garbo. So that way we can put stuff like that, that. I don't think we need the flint and steel, the obsidian. We'll put the crystals in there. Put all these rocks, that. Yeah, we'll keep the wood. Don't need that. We definitely don't need the string. I'll hold on to the gold for the minute. Wait, where did I thought I was... Oh, no, I'm just being stupid. For a second, I was like, wait, I thought I was out of pickaxe. What? I don't know where I got that notion from. I'm just gonna go grab a random tree. We're gonna need some wood, because we're gonna make a new boat. I also need to make a camp. We're gonna have to find a bee somewheres. I guess that'll be our next adventure, is bees. Or, well, after... We're going to do axolotl now. And then maybe we'll go look for bees. Sure. Forest, replant yourself. And we're going to need a campfire for that, which I don't remember what makes a campfire, but... I think it's charcoal, which is stupid. I hate that you can't just make it with normal coal. You need charcoal. And then, yeah, we need some beeswax. Can we make a blast furnace? Or what do we need to make a blast furnace? Ugh. Okay, let's wait for this to smelt, and we'll throw in that copper, gold, whatever. Okay. So let's throw in that. So we need a bucket, which we'll make a bucket. Yeah, let's make 2, actually. We'll need some shears, but we can make those later. Ugh. Did I? No. I don't know. Put this at the opposite side of the village. Is what we needed. What does it take to make that spyglass? Is that in here somewheres? Because I swear it's these amethyst crystal shards. Oh, there it is. And 2 ingots of copper. Wow. Huh, I thought it was going to be a little bit more complex than that. Oh, okay. Okay. I figured as much, but I thought I'd check. Just seeing how hot the switch was. Not hot at all. And then I listened to the VOD from the In Chat on Friday. While you can technically hear the fan in the background, yeah, I had to turn the audio up to like triple of what I normally listen to at. So I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. How often will I be streaming? That's a good question. That I do not have an answer to. But like actually, like the fan was not as big of an issue as I was worried it was going to be. And it seems to be keeping it cool for now, so that's good. Yeah, you gotta make the blast furnace. And we can go get a smoker, but we don't need the smoker. We can actually go make the blast furnace now. Oh, we need to... we need to make a normal furnace, and then we can make a blast furnace. Which I'll just throw on top. And I guess we can throw the iron in? And then I guess down here we can throw in the copper. Or at least some copper. Do want to make a boat. Boat and a shield would be nice. We'll come back to that later. Let's take this copper. Oh, we can make a lightning rod. Oh gosh, look at how your hand holds that. Oof. Oh yeah, we have another stack of iron right there. We might need to go get more coal. Okay, let's see how this looks. See, that's not like I think the zoom in effect is fine. So you know, think whatever you want about George, Dream, Sapnap, Bad Boy Halo, and all the others. I think Dream is entertaining, a little yelly, but I think he's entertaining enough. But in George once got in a discussion with one of the developers at Mojang. I don't remember which. I don't think it wasn't Jeb. I don't remember which one it was. About how they should add the Optifine zoom in to like the default game of Minecraft, and because you know Optifine has the zoom in where you can click the button. I think it's Control and it'll like zoom in. And you know what? I agreed with George. That was one. It's an because like if you write like something on a sign, it's not always the easiest to see. I know. Oh well, you give people a competitive advantage or whatnot, but if everyone has it, then it's like nobody does, and it would be a good accessibility feature. I did in that instance agree with George on that one. Oh, I do want to make a. I know we have this wooden sword. I do want to make an iron one. But yeah, no, I did in that moment agree with George about the whole add the Optifine to the default game of Minecraft. I did agree with that then, and I agree with that now. Because while the spyglass is neat, it takes up its own inventory slot. It's got this whole like, right, like the fact that there are black bars on both sides of the screen, and that it has its own. Oh, what's that called? Or like the fact that it takes up its own item in your inventory. Like you can't just have one. Like you can't just like put it on your head and like zoom in. You hold it fine in your thing. Like if I could do that, like what I'm trying to do there, that'd be fine. But you can't. You need to hold it in your hand and then you can use it. I think that's the one thing I will like. I'll totally agree with George on that. That yeah, no, I totally think they should add in the Optifine zoom. I don't know, does that make the spyglass completely mute? Yeah, kind of. I mean, maybe you could get double zoom in. Hey, pig. Yeah, look at you. Or just make the spyglass. Just find a way to make it more convenient. Like kind of like how you got a shield slot. Give us a spyglass slot or something. I know at one point are you adding too many slots, but I just think the way it is right now is just a little too inconvenient. Okay, we do. Oh, look, there's another knot. I've done some runs where I've struggled to find these stupid Nautilus shells. Like seriously struggled, and yet the game's just giving them to me this time. So I think we gotta go down into the ocean, and deep in the dark trenches of the ocean. Not underwater per se, just deep in the ocean. Oh, I like that the things could be waterlogged. Somewhere deep down in the ocean we'll find axolotls. I don't know the biome, I don't know the location. I just know they're found in the dark. Because, right, in the dark, no one cares what you do. Shh. Have you ever listened to, that? They did an unofficial Portal musical, which, right, it has the 2 songs from Portal, but it's also got, like, a bunch of, like, song parodies. Like, I know they parody the Book of Mormon at one point. I'm pretty sure they parody... Oh God, I think they parody Wicked as well. And one of the parodies they do is but yeah, and I think one of the like, well, it's the musical is mostly filled with parodies. There are a few original songs in there, or at least there's like 1 or 2, and one of them is about being in the dark and like the turrets who are like stuck in the dark. I don't know. I just remember listening to the Portal musical at one point, and it's a Portal. It's a fan-made Portal musical. You get what you expect, and I don't think it was like that bad. Hey, dripstones. That's neat to find here at the bottom of the ocean. God, I feel like we're suffocating very quickly. Yeah, I like how you can see, like, the algae on the walls, and it kind of, like, stands out. That's neat. Here's some glow squids. We can get some glow squid ink. So yeah, I think they glow squids in axolotls. I think it's a difference. I think the only difference between where the two spawn is biome related. That like glow squids only spawn in one biome, axolotls spawn in a different one. So if I had one thing, I think that we're just in the wrong biome right now. What the heck is that? Oh, that's an amethyst geode. I was like, what? What's that weird dome at the bottom of the ocean? It's an amethyst geode. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, what's that? What's that fucking Tomska skit? Rock bottom. And they landed at the bottom of the ocean. Is that another one? Oh my god, that's 3 more. You know, I didn't expect these things to be that common. Like, I know, like, because throughout, like, leading up to the updates, I've seen them both buff and nerf the geode. Dolphin, don't die on me. That one looks fully formed. As does that one. What if I break? Oh, no, I get nothing. Is this... No. None of these looked fully formed? And yeah, I get nothing from them. So yeah, I guess we're just not in the right biome. I know we did see another ocean somewheres, but... I guess that's just not what we're looking for. I don't know, and I know they've messed with the axolotl because it's supposed to spawn in that new biome, but the new biome's not in 1.17. So I think they just spawn at the bottom of the ocean. I don't know. Again, I admitted at the top of the hour that I haven't done any research whatsoever. Oh, that's just sand. Oh, there one is. Hey, buddy. I'm about to drown. Hey, buddy. Oh, yes. Get in my bucket. So, I think we have to unleash the axolotl and then attack something with it. Hey, buddy. Get back here, buddy. Buddy. Oh, yeah. The healing power of friendship. There we go. Achievement number 2 got. And now Buddy will be stuck in this boat for the rest of all eternity. Incredibly cruel. Sure. And I know there was also a bug with axolotls despawning that I think is getting fixed at some point. Because, like, it's weird that you don't tame them, that you just put them in buckets, and that's like you taming them. Yeah. Also, you know what else sucks about this? While you can move with the spyglass out, it slows your pace, like, to a crawl. That sucks. Yeah, get into your houses, you stupid villagers. I'm gonna go sleep. I saw like 4 attacking one guy over there. Hey, goat, you still in your boat? Good. Ugh. Oh, we are so close to being dead. Alright, the next thing we need is we need some shears. Okay, you're still working. You're done. I guess we can scrap that for the moment. Oh, we do need to make some charcoal. Does this only make 2? God, you know, for all the copper we got, it doesn't make that many blocks. For some reason, I thought copper blocks were 4. Nah, it's a fair bit. I guess we should lay out 2 right now. Oh, yeah. So, I guess over here we can make like a little area, I guess. And then we just gotta go find wax, which we just need to find bee. If we can find 1 bee's nest, we could, in theory, get infinite wax. Actually, let's... So, we want... let's go right here. And yeah, so we want those... This one, I guess, will be full This one, we want one under that. This one, and then we'll get one more. Actually, gosh, I picked the worst place for that blast furnace. We don't need that, so we can put that in there. I guess I'll keep the water bucket on me. I guess I'll keep that. Sure, we can just eat this rotten flesh. It doesn't really matter. And then I guess we'll lay out 2 more. I mean, we'll always have the stuff to make more. But for the moment, we'll keep the boat on us. So this is where we're starting. We need charcoal. I guess we'll just let that run its course. And I guess we only need like 1 piece of... you know what? Let's go get 1 more log from somewheres. That looks better. And we can just make 2 pieces of charcoal and 2... We use the coal to make the coal. I think we're going to need some sticks. We probably should have just taken that whole tree. Good enough for me. Okay, let's go find some bees. We have an entire world to explore, and we only need 1 bee's nest. Maybe we should collect like a few flowers along the way, just in case like we want to speed up the bees. I don't know. Normally, I don't have too much problem with bees' nests. We just gotta... They're just in trees, you know. And this is a new world. They shouldn't, in theory, be too terrible to find. A lava pit? Huh. Sure enough. If we wanted to go to the Nether, there's our ticket. Yep, there's our ticket. We just need to, because in theory, if we find 1 beehive with like 2 bees in it, we need to go back. I forgot to grab shears. Also, ugh. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, look. Okay, that's not really a cave. I was like, there's a cave right here. I don't know. Luckily, we've got a big forest here. And if we're going to find a bee's nest anywhere, it's going to be in this forest. Ooh. A wolf pup? Oh, and just a straight up wolf. let's take some extra food just in case, and some shears. Let's actually go in a different direction. Nope, nothing's happened with you. I know this is dark forest, but you never know what you will find. Shaping a world that's in your mind. I'm honestly surprised I didn't see a bee's nest earlier when exploring. Normally, they are fairly easy to come across. At least, like, relatively speaking. And, like, honestly, even while doing all, like, the challenge of, like, you know, when we were trying to beat Minecraft without our inventory, I don't actually think we ever saw one. I mean, we might have, and I'm just forgetting about it. But, like, no, I would think I would have pointed it out if we did. And I don't ever remember actually pointing it out. Which leads me to think we didn't. I know we'd only played for a few hours, so it's, I mean, like, it's not super likely. Part of me kind of hopes that, like, there's something just, like, out there in, like, the middle of nowheres. Ooh, I like how the texture kind of, like, breaks down when you look far enough away. That's interesting. It's not that the texture breaks... You know what I mean. Like, it does... It gets... like, the see-through no longer matters. Oh, come on. Look at all these flowers. This would be a perfect spot. And I think they can spawn in birch trees. I don't see why they couldn't. Spruce, on the other hand, nah. But even though I think I've seen it before. Sounds like something I've seen. Oh, you know what? We also didn't grab a bed. Fuck. Okay, you know, we have everything to make a crafting table. We have shears. Where'd that sheep go? Oh, perfect. Oh, it's hot. I think it's 90 something out right now. And of course the fan's blown on the switch, so I don't get that. Yeah, like I could see a bee's nest spawning like there. Ooh, berries. I think the berry bushes are neat. They're not... Like, I've tried using them as a primary food source. They're definitely not a good one. That's for sure. But they're neat. My other hope is I just find a bee wandering around. That would be the other great thing, is if I could just find one. And then I could just follow it to its home. Hey, pig. You're teeny. You're so teeny tiny. Was on the search for some diamonds. Let me tell you just... Oh, brown sheep. Remember when we found that pink sheep? That was neat. That was neato. Neato burrito. I saw a castle with a view, fields of... Ooh, foxes? I'm still not... The one fox I tamed despawned on me. I don't even remember how I tamed it. Maybe they just... I don't know. I'm assuming they have a chance of spawning under any tree. Like, I'm assuming it's not, like, too picky. But again, I clearly don't know how any of this works. Even though I did, when bees were first added into the game, I actually got really... Even my old world, that I've showed off before. The world where I got most of my other... Not all, but most of my other achievements on. I just happened to come across bees. Ah, close. No, there's all sorts of things, but nothing I'm looking for. Okay, let's see. Anything? And we're gonna have to camp out the beehive for at least, like, a while in-game. Just because we need more than one... I don't know, for some reason I remember having good luck just, like, going into a flower field, like, into, like, an open field. And, like, the one or two trees that spawn in an open field have had bees' nests on them. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But that feels like where I've seen a majority of them. Of course, I do have other worlds that have bee nests in them. The problem is they don't have any copper. Because, you know, they're pre-copper. And while I could probably go far enough away to find copper... Ugh, what a pain that would be. I guess I'm just looking for something peculiar. I think these were the two trees we looked at earlier. When we, like, first entered this area. Maybe we're still... I mean, we're still a few thousand blocks out, but it might have been. Because, yeah, we've got... Oops. We've got birch forest. Just an endlessly reaching birch forest. Ooh. Admittedly, I don't think I've ever seen beehives in dark forest before. I don't think I have anyways. And we're right back to where we started. I guess we could just go look in the normal forest, which is where we originally went. I don't know, it's just kind of boring. Are copper rusted any? See, I don't... In theory, I should only leave out 3 blocks. Because I could just place a fresh 4th one. Oops. Come on. Ooh. Oh, look at that. You got the cobblestone thing. And then you got that mountain over there, and oh, there's that over there, but who cares about that? I mean, in theory, we could go take on the Pillager Tower. Don't have as much food as I would like. No, we're not, and I can tell you why we're not going to do it. Is because we live in a village, and I do not want to trigger a raid. We probably be able to beat a raid from our current position. Raids aren't too hard, after all. But I'd just rather not deal with it. Oh, this is... we came up over here, didn't we? Yeah, right down there. Huh, neat. I know we saw the swamp earlier. I guess we were more that way. Which is why we didn't notice the Pillager Tower. I don't know why it is, whenever I do these streams, I think of the song In Search of Diamonds. Like, when I play Minecraft normally, I don't. Right? No, but when I stream Minecraft, I'm just like, oh yeah, we still haven't found any diamonds. Ha ha ha. Huh, how peculiar. Like night peculiar. I still cannot remember that the Sunrise song from the Ogscast. I tried to look it up because we talked about that at some point, and I tried to look it up, and I just couldn't find it. I didn't look very hard. I figured I'd be able to like just easily find it with a search. No, you cannot. It was not. At least I didn't have any luck with finding it with a search. But yeah, that's a classic one though. That I keep doing as Jurassic Park. Do. No. The sun will come up tomorrow. Nope, that's that musical I've never seen. Actually, no. I think I saw the movie. Not the remake, not like the most recent remake, which was terrible by all accounts, but like the original. You know what I mean, like the original musical. Ugh. Come on. on, bees. Work with me here. Oh wow, we actually did not go that far at all. If we run into another axolotl, I have another bucket. Just in case, even though I don't expect to find anything. We have more wolves. I never thought, I would never think bees would be this hard to find. Maybe it's just I got lucky in other worlds. But yeah, I never have this much trouble with them. I mean, in other worlds, in a forest this big, I would have found like 2 or 3 of them. Oh, and we're already back to where we started. I figured. Yeah, like in a forest this big in another world, would have easily found them by now. Usually I have luck on the edge of forests, right? Like right when the forest meets the clearing. That's what I normally think of, or maybe that's just because that's where I relocate them. I don't remember. Because I did make a bee dome at one point, where like I cordoned off all my bees and put them all in like one area. And I don't know, like originally I was like, oh, well, I'm going to make like a corral or something. And then they kept escaping. I know at some point they updated it so that bees can't wander too far away from the hive. But I don't know if that change ever came to like Bedrock or any of the other versions. But I know that was something they were at least talking about doing. So that way, like, if you corralled bees in, like, one place, they wouldn't leave. Like, you could actually keep them for a while. But I've had bees despawn on me before. I don't know, bees are kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know. I know I showed my PlayStation World off at some point, right? I'm pretty sure I've showed that off with all my different, like... I must have showed that off in Animal Crossing. With, like, Mega Dig and Dig Down, and... I actually don't think I have either of those in that world, Mega Dig or Dig Down. But I know I had a few weird contraptions. Let's see, anything in these villages? No. Got 3 of these structures. Some more wheat. Yes, and please. Sword cuts through this. I thought hoe cut through wheat the fastest, or maybe axe. No, that sword's doing a heck of a job. Potatoes and more wheat. Oh god, I'm hot. It sucks because I think I also got a mosquito bite, and that's kind of annoying. Like, it doesn't itch, it's just like a little bump on my arm, and that's annoying. Oh, it's a little donkey fella. Cows. Again, I'm more looking for the hive than anything else, because if I can find the hive, then, well, everything else will go with it. Was that it? Nah, that's just the roof of some wood. Because this is still the village? I guess there's a house right there, yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Come on, they're bees. You know, out of everything I thought we were gonna do, I know we've only been looking for like 30 minutes now, but you know, out of everything I thought we were gonna do today, I both am not surprised and also kind of surprised that like bees are taking the longest. Cause like I'm surprised because I feel like they're normally pretty easy to find, but I'm also not surprised. Because again, I don't feel like I've seen them recently. Not like I play Minecraft all that much anymore. Like, I really don't, all things considered. But I just have, like, of the times I've played recently, especially on worlds where I'm just exploring, where I'm not actually, like, setting up a base, where I'm just walking around. I don't know, I feel like bees were harder to get by. Or I feel like bees were easier to come by, you know? Gosh, there are just some perfect spots here. And nothing. Oh, look. Oh, was that a blacksmith hut? That I am interested in. Come on. No, no. I guess we'll rest in here. Let's grab some blue flowers while we're at it. More pumpkins that I... Oh, this is an abandoned village. Okay. Maybe it'll have some wheat lying around. be... Oh, yeah. Pff, look at all that stuff. I think our food problems are solved. Assuming we survive. Come and get me, wherever the heck you are. Unknown map. And I'll take 2 bread. Okay, that explains why you're stuck in there. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay, that's some nice get. And if we tame a horse... Oops. No, I wanted that. We'll keep some wheat, I guess, just in case. Okay, give me a second. Where is it? Oops, not that. I wanted that. That. There it is. I was wondering where that was. Okay. Let's take this chest as well while we're here. You never know what we'll need it. Let's get our bed back. Ah, I was hoping you weren't going to attack me. I mean, I know we're technically covered. But still. Oh, one of the villagers became a drowned? That's interesting. And luckily we've got a new sword, so we don't gotta worry about that. Those are more potatoes. And we're back to Birch Bunker. Because, yep, that's nothing. And we're back to Birchlands, anyways. We could get some more carrots, but we've got so much wheat. Come on, Birchlands, give me something. Ugh. Ugh. A glacier? Glow squids? I mean, there's literally no reason to kill these things. What, they drop ink sacs? Oh, whoop-de-doo. Oh, wow, that's so useful. Like, again, I think on PC they're a little right. I like their use on PC. And I know you can make the glow item frames on Bedrock and but the PC sign thing is neat. I just last I checked it didn't work on Bedrock, and I'm assuming it still doesn't. Anything? I don't know. A big part of me is still just hoping that we'll just see bees flying about. Like, cause they're bees. Like, come on, they go looking for flowers. That should lead us. That should lead us exactly where we need to go. But so far, nothing. Yeah, I'm real. You know, I'm kind of glad we gave up on that Minecraft. Without, I mean, I didn't want to, but I'm kind of glad we stopped doing the Minecraft without the inventory thing, because we're now back in that basically the same scenario, and oh god, because I'm also surprised we haven't seen any ruins as well. I mean, I know there's the one at spawn, but you know what I mean. I guess things I thought were more common than they are turned out to be rarer than I thought they were. Which is a massive disappointment. And yet the amethyst geodes seem to be super freaking common. Which surprises me, because that I expected to be rarer. Because again, it's not like the geodes have... I mean, finding one underwater, that makes sense, right? Seeing one sticking through the water. But finding 4 back-to-back... Ish. We're not on the map anymore, are we? No, we're off. We went an entire map length and found nothing. Let's see. And I keep seeing things that for like a second I'm like, oh, is that something? And nope. Oh, there's our second ruined portal. This spyglass. I see why people play with Optifine all the time. Like this, well, besides for like the general improvements, this spyglass is actually like super nifty. Let's see. This nether portal is one. How many is this? What, 3? I think this is 5 away. It's got some gold in it. Efficiency. We'll take that. Five away is not terrible. I mean, admittedly, I think we found ones that are 3 away. But 5 isn't terrible. Especially because you don't have to break any. Oh, come on. Edge of the forest, right here. Boom. Interesting tree cutoff. I'll say that. Where the heck? There we go. Okay, I know we've been collecting flowers. We've been collecting flowers for this exact purpose. Besides for all the ones that are already here. Yeah, this tree being cut off is weird. But other than that, not a terrible position. I actually do think that we can breed these bees together as well. I think there are some... I think it was 2, so... Hey, bees. Oh yeah, there's a bee baby. I'm gonna grab 6. I guess I won't grab 5. Because, yeah, there it is. Okay, those will make what we need. And then we can shear it and make the path back, the trek back, which is not actually that. It's about 1,000 away, little, maybe 1,200. Oh, and another 1,000, and so it's about 12 in that direction. I don't know, like 800 in that direction. I cannot believe how long that took just to find one of these stupid things. See, but they're all, at least in my experience, they're always on the outskirts of meadows. Right? Like big open fields and with trees surrounding it. That's where I always find them. And even though this tree was clearly cut off by world generation, why else would it look like this? You know what? I'll take it. Why was it cut off like that? Why is the beehive not facing... I don't know. Why was it facing a block which trapped the bees in there? Pff, you got me. But I guess I finally found it, so I guess I'm not going to complain too much. It's a nice little location. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of where I fought the Wither one time. 6, 7, 8. We need to do something to kill the time. Nope, not yet. Oh! Hey, little guy. Welcome to the... Oh, come on. Why isn't that working? I'm picking him up, and then it's like I'm immediately dropping him. There we go. Welcome to the family. Oh no, I called the other one Buddy. So I guess you'll be... I don't know. I don't know, but hey, we found a second one. That's interesting that it spawned in one of the little pools of water that spawn in these open areas. That's a nifty spot. So I want to get I know we only need 4 pieces of wax in theory, but I'd love to get at least 12, if not more. Sucks that we can't take the bees back with us. Like, I wish there was a way. I know with Silk Touch you can, but you need Silk Touch. And now we're just waiting. Oh. And then we can go up. And we get 3 right off the bat. So, yeah. I want at least 12, maybe a little more. Again, we won't need that much. But we'll need some. And just in case I screw anything up. Oh. Ooh. So, I'm gonna say any news this week, but we're only on Monday, and we're post E3. We're not getting anything. The one thing I will say I'm excited for is Skyward Sword comes out later this month, And now that I have the Switch working again, I can actually play it, because I have been wanting to. I'm probably not going to stream it like I wanted to, because I have been wanting to stream Skyward Sword. Or at least that was the plan. That was the plan until, well, the Switch broke in April. And, well, yes, I mean, we've been going for, what, a few hours now, and it seems to be working fine. Oh, yeah, make more bee babies. Good. Yeah, well, Skyward Sword seems to be working fine. I don't know. I just kind of don't want to... Just don't want to, like, risk anything, you know. I mean, there's a reason we're only streaming once a week. Which, I'm still not sure if I want to move to Saturdays. I have been thinking about moving it to Saturdays, especially because I'm going to be busy now, Monday through Fridays. But I should have some free time. I don't know. I'll admit, I haven't even looked at my school schedule this week. Oh, is it only 3 bees per hive? I mean, I could, if we want to... See, there's all our copper. If we want to, we could make... Where's my crafting table? I think we need, what, 6 wood? Oh, I was like, what takes sticks? We could make another bee box. And we do... Actually, let's make another. We brought 2 campfires. Let's make another bee box. That way we can, in theory, speed up our production. Will it actually? I don't know. But in theory, we can. Yeah, it just went in. It went into one of them, at least. But yeah, so in theory, with 2 bee boxes, we can, in theory, double our production. Will it actually work? I don't know. Yeah, we can now go from 3 to 6. Screenshot. Yeah, I'm trying. Where was I getting? I'm trying not to use the Switch more than I need to, because I do like. I mean, it's nice. I don't know. I think I've talked about this. My big worry is to Red Ring of Death it, because that's like the problem with the original Xbox was that it wasn't getting enough ventilation. Or with the Xbox 360, I mean, was that it wasn't getting enough ventilation, and when it overheated, it would red ring. And while I know the Switch doesn't red ring specifically, I don't know. Luckily, it gives you that heat warning, but still, and it's perfect. Like I haven't checked it in like the last hour. It's a little hot, but not hotter than it would be normally. So yeah, it's fine. But that I still have that worry, and it's a good worry to have. And it works fine in it's only in docked mode. It's never actually overheated in handheld mode, which is nice. Of course, now this new problem is going to be getting these bees to from the different hives to breed because they're coming out and going in at different times. For some reason, I thought it was 4 per hive. I guess it's 6. Ooh. See, now if I was smart, I would have just brought the copper with me, and we would have set up our whole operation here. Because after we get these 3 achievements, I don't expect to come back. This is literally just... This is a world that exists purely for hunting these 3 achievements. After that, we are done with this world. Probably, anyways. Ooh, Are you... No, you're for a second, I was like, did one of the babies grow up? Because that one looked a little bigger. Yeah, and either way, with this week, we're going to be doing Mario Golf in chat. Golf in chat. It'll probably be Mario Golf in chat. But yeah, I've been curious to do some Mario's Golf because, you know, I've been playing it casually. Still haven't beaten the story. I'm not too far away, but I ain't close either. And we've got this fancy gold axe that's got a lot of shit on it. I don't know what I'd ever do with fortune on an axe, but it's there. And we can use that fancy gold axe to mine or to block and unblock the copper. Ugh. Oh gosh, have you seen all the memes about Fast and the Furious? It's like a character will do a thing, or it'll be like, oh, Captain America like telling Dom it's impossible to beat Thanos, and then Dom comes up with his shotgun. Nothing's impossible when you have family. Fucking, I've already seen people complaining that it's like, it's showing up too much, but I love that meme. Nothing's impossible when you've got family. And they're all some variant of like, right, like, oh, if you have family, you're good. Right? Family is everything. Because that's the joke that, like, he says family, like, all the time. Even though, yeah, if you watch the movies, he doesn't actually say it. I mean, he says it at least, like, twice in every movie. But not nearly as much as you'd think he would. Yeah, it's just I've been seeing the meme everywhere, and I've been enjoying it, because I think it's funny, because yeah, it's because that's what those movies. It's all because that's why the Fast and the Furious movies are good, is that they're about they've got these like stupid fucking premises, right? Like, oh, we're gonna rob a bank vault by literally stealing the bank vault. But at the core of the movie, or right, like I think the seventh one, they jump a car from one skyscraper to another skyscraper. And the eighth one, they drive cars to outrun a nuclear submarine. They're stupid movies. But they have a lot. But Vin Diesel specifically, The Rock does not do this. When The Rock is in the movies, except for the fifth one, The Rock is The Rock, right? He's playing the family man. Like, The Rock plays the character you expect him to play. The same character he plays in, like, Jumanji or Escape or what, right? Any movie The Rock is in. The giant, laughable family man. Right, that become like in the fifth one he's the villain, so that's why it's different there. But like specifically like 7 and 8 and Hobbs and Shaw, he's just the laughable family man guy. And I don't know, I just find him less interesting. But Vin Diesel as Dom, it's got heart. He talks about family, sure, but he does it with so much heart that I can't really complain, because it just makes for a good time and a fun movie. It's the heart that holds it all together, because while they're doing stupid action shit like jumping cars off of skyscrapers, it's all about doing it for family, and that's why the movies work so well. Yeah, that's why Fast and Furious is so great. So we'll probably get 15, actually, because, we made it another box. We might as well. It's not going to take that much longer. They'll both finish around the same time. And if I could get the two Bs out at the same time, we could, in theory, do them both. Oh, does RTX at home start this week? Wow. That's so soon. You know what starts in like an hour? The RT podcast, and and I guess they pre-recorded it because it's 4th of July observed, so they pre-recorded the RT podcast this week, and I guess it's an insane show. It's dumb, and people are gonna hate it, but I guess it's an insane show. And since I'm caught up on all my podcasts now, except for The Adventure Zone and Tales from the Stinky Dragon, which I want to start. I've actually been kind of on a D&D kick recently. I've been listening. I've had Crit Crab. Is that his name? Crit Crab? He reads off like D&D stories. A lot of cringeworthy ones. There's been some funny ones, though. He reads off those stories. And I've had him playing in the background, and I'm like, yeah, that's interesting. One day I'm gonna play D&D. I don't know when, but one of these days, man. But I've been watching Crit Crab, and I've kind of been on a D&D kick. So I'm like, God, I really need to finish Taz. Tales from the Stinky Dragon looks pretty decent, all things considered. There's another one. What was the other? Dimension 20. I looked up Dimension 20 the other day, because I thought I was a fair few episodes into Dimension 20. Turns out I was not as far as I thought I was. I thought I was, I don't know, like, I don't want to say 10 episodes, but I don't know, like 7 or 8 episodes in, which I know isn't much, but I was not nearly, I think I may have been at 4, which is weird because I feel like I was so much farther in. Or at least, I'm specifically talking about Fantasy High. I haven't even touched like Tiny Heist or Crown of Candy, which, but I've been thinking about, because YouTube keeps recommending me Dimension 20 shorts, which the clips from, I guess they do a Dimension, so there's Dimension 20, and then Brennan Lee Mulligan hosts a show called like Adventuring Party, which is all about, which I don't even know what it's about, but those clips are fascinating. Him talking about like his experiences as like a DM and like running games and whatnot. That's what I'm interested in. That's are those are the interesting clips. Chicken. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been I'm like 3 episodes away from finishing the Adventure Zone. I just need to sit down and fucking do it, and I haven't. And then the other shows are all fine. Right, the other shows I'll get to them. Well, and of course, once I finish the Adventure Zone or graduation, I then start Oh, B. Oh no, B. Okay, it's good you're not dead. I haven't actually seen. I've never actually seen them get caught on the campfire before. And burst. I mean, it makes sense, but I've never seen it. Where are you pathfinding to? Oh. But yeah, because then you got to start Ether Sea after that when I finish that. Which I think is, what, like 6 episodes in? Which, admittedly, I think when I finished Amnesty, or when I finished the original Adventure Zone, Amnesty was like 6 or 7 episodes in. That sounds right in my head. Okay, I will take that. We have a sheep right here. How many wool will you give me? Because I'm probably just gonna leave the bed there, but I'll make a new one and take it back with me. I mean, I don't plan, like I said, I don't plan to ever come back here. But like, just on the off chance that I do. Oh, good. Let's see. Ether Sea is... There were 5 episodes of a prologue. And it updates, I guess, later this week? Let's make another crafting table. Okay, we're going to head back now. We don't need these. We don't need this. We'll leave these 2 here. So we're going this way, I guess? Oh, did we? No, we must have raided that earlier. Because I noticed it. Yeah, no, we must have raided that earlier. And this time we can just, instead of like bouncing back and forth, we can just go in a straight line. Yeah, there was 5 episodes to Ether Sea, and then they did a prologue. Or then they did a or there were 5 prologue episodes, which I have no idea what to expect from a prologue. Is that like I don't know what to expect from that, because I know from the trailer for Ether Sea, it was talking about, right, how the surface above has been destroyed, and now everyone's like living underwater. Which, again, conceptually, I like that idea, right? I mean, I'll say that for all of the Adventure Zones. Conceptually, these are all great ideas, and while balance kind of starts off slow, but gets good. Amnesty, I think, took a long time for me to get, but once I did, I was like, you know what, I really enjoyed it. And Graduation just never clicked. I wanted it to. I liked the setup. I liked a lot. There were good moments, definitely. But balance never clicked the way I wanted it to. Which sucked, because not balance, graduation. Graduation, I've got 3 episodes left, and it just never clicked how I wanted it to. Even though I liked it. I did, it never clicked. Which sucks, because I wanted it to. And I thought the setup was strong. The whole thing of them taking down capitalism. Spoiler alert for graduation, I guess, yeah. I thought that was all solid stuff, but it just never came together for me. Which is also, because I think Travis is a great DM. Like, that's the other, because, like, the one they did with, I think it was called Dust. The one they did with Cowboys, which I have the list open still here. I should just find what the fuck it was called, because I always forget. I think it was called Dust, though. Dust, yeah. Dust was something I was by the first episode, I was like, I'm not really feeling this. But by the end of the 3rd, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. Did we? No, we haven't gone a little too far yet. Okay. Yeah, Dust, by the end of Dust, I was like, yeah, I'm into this. Now, of course, it's not just because the show's not what I want it to be, it's not that big of a deal. Right, like, it's not like, oh, well, you don't like Graduation, so yeah. And again, I don't hate Graduation, it's just not for me. I just wasn't enjoying it as much as I want to. And you know, the other thing I've been thinking about that is, one of the reasons do I like Balance so much? Because I knew how Balance ended before I had listened to a single episode. The entire arc of Balance had been spoiled for me. I knew from the start where it ended. And I've been thinking recently, like, is that part of it? Like, do I enjoy stories more when I know how they end? Because there was this book I read recently. I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to. But by the end, like, I knew how the book ended, right? Before I'd even started reading it, I knew where it ended. But I had no problem with that, right? I didn't really care because I was enjoying it. And yeah. Because, yeah, I knew where it ended. And I was like, yeah, no, I can work with this. And I read through it in like a few days. But the book has 2 sequels. And while I have not had that much free time, because I think I talked about it, I read this right before, almost a month ago now. Because I think I read it right before my classes started. Because when I had, that was one of the last things I did. And yeah, the 2 sequels, nope, I know nothing about those. I knew how the first book ended, and I was like down for that. The sequels, I've got nothing on, and I've just been less interested in reading either one. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe, and like, I'm not gonna say the first book was perfect. Definitely, yeah. I'll leave it at that. And I definitely won't say it's perfect, but I get it, I guess. Hey, is the goat? Oh, good. The goat is still in the boat. What about you, blocks of copper? Are you all still here? Okay, so if in theory, we can wax the copper and strip the copper. That should... I don't know, do they keep... Do achievements keep track of progress? I can't tell. Sucks that I have to apply the wax and then unapply the wax. Because, in theory, I would love to keep a block at each stage. Which, I mean, to be fair, I brought a bunch of extra wax. So I guess I could just... And that'll stay at stage 1 forever. Now, I know we haven't been around much, but I'm actually going to look up how long copper takes to see how long... Because we're 3 hours in, this would be a good stopping point. We have everything we need. And now we're just playing the waiting game for the next... infinity. Minecraft... Copper... And the other thing is with me playing the game and being like, oh yeah, well I like this thing until this thing, right? Like knowing how it ends. Would that work for video? Like, does that work for video games as well? Like, me knowing how a video game ends, does that change things? I feel like it could in theory, but... I haven't actually, like, experimented or anything with it. We'll keep the blast furnace, I guess, but I'm gonna put everything else in. I guess we'll also keep the honey, the map back in, the boat in. We have 6 coal, and I know we have another stack of iron in here somewheres. At least I thought we did. I wanted to make a lightning rod. We're gonna go put that on top of the house, because why not? It's something we can do. I guess we'll just do it like that. A little bit of a weird position, but okay. And I know you can actually use a lightning rod to remove some of the degradation from copper. Like, it will, like, if lightning strikes copper, it will undo some of the rust. Which is neat. Yeah, that's not terrible. Let's see. Copper ingot. Is this what I want? Oh, I guess we should look up blocks of copper. Okay, obtaining, breaking, crafting, yes, yes. Breaking time, blah, blah, blah. It can't be broken with gold? Really? God, that's freaking weird. Yeah, and I know so I do know because of, oh god, I don't... The one thing I did know is the reason why you have to do it with, like, the axe and the pieces of wax, the pieces of honeycomb, and because you can oxidize and weather the copper, or you can, like, you know what I mean, you can wax the copper in your, like, crafting table, right? Like, you can put a block of copper right there, and because you can see all the recipes over here. The reason I know I'm not doing that and instead, like, doing it with the axe and the thing is because that's how you get the achievement. I know somebody who already got the achievements, and they explain that that's how that works. Yeah, with whacking and scraping. Copper blocks, yes. Usages, stone cutting. Okay, so I'm reading off the off the Minecraft Wikipedia, whatever. Copper blocks have 4 stages of weathering, including the initial unweathered state. They can oxidize over time, while lightning bolts and axes can remove the oxidation layers on the copper block. Oxidation of copper relies on random ticks. Rain or water does not accelerate oxidation, and covering the copper blocks with other blocks does not prevent oxidation. In Java Edition, when a random tick is given... the copper has a 64 out of 1,125 chance to enter a state called pre-oxidation. This means the copper block enters pre-oxidation after approximately 20 minutes. In pre-oxidation, the copper block searches its nearby In pre-oxidation, the copper block searches its nearby unwaxed copper blocks for a distance of 4 Manhattan distances. If there is any copper block that has a lower oxidation level, then the pre-copper oxidation ends, means the copper block does not weather. Wait, what? Okay, if in pre-oxidation, the copper block searches its nearby unwaxed copper blocks for a distance of 4 blocks, Manhattan distance. If there is any copper that has a lower oxidation level, then the pre-oxidation ends, meaning that copper block does not weather. Let A be the number of all nearby unwaxed copper blocks, and B be the number of copper blocks that have a higher oxidation levels. We derive the value C from the equation C equals B plus 1 over C equals B plus 1 over A plus 1. We also let the modifier factor be M, which is 0.75. The copper block has no oxidation or a level of 1. If the copper block is exposed or weathered, the oxidation is MC squared. For example, if an unweathered copper block surrounded by 6 unweathered copper blocks and 6 exposed copper blocks has a 21.7% chance of oxidation. If it enters pre-oxidation state, in that case, yeah. So these will, I know for a fact these will weather if I just given them time. Deoxidation, using an X. Regular copper block. So it sounds like it takes at least 20 minutes. Wax all 4 stages of each type of copper block. Copper block wax all 4 stages of each type of copper block. Copper block, cut copper stairs, and cut copper slabs with a honeycomb, and dewax each stage. Wax all 4 stages of each type. So it says apply and remove wax from all copper blocks. But from what that description read like, is this what we're getting ourselves into? Where's that copper ore? Oh god, what have we gotten ourselves into? How do I make a stone cutter? Stone cutter. I don't like that last part of the description. That sounds like a fucking nightmare. Your grindstone. You're a lamp. Oh, there it is. Stone cutter. 3 smooth stone and a single iron. I don't think we have any smooth stone. Yeah, this sounds like it could be a nightmare. If we have to get each type of copper block, we're gonna if this is what I think, if this is right, we're gonna need the 4 types of copper, slab, stair, and then other weird type of block. Then this is gonna be a nightmare. Cause right, there are 4 types. There's this type, and then this type. This is going to potentially be a nightmare. Okay, let's take this and a single piece of iron. And we're going to need more wax then. Any homes down here? Your home has been commandeered by me. Let's grab our copper, make it into block form, which I know we have a stack and then some. Okay, we can make 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, I guess. Two of those. And I guess we need one more piece of copper for that. Or one more block, I mean. Oh, wow, that's already done. God, I hope I'm reading this wrong. Because that means we're going to need way more wax than we actually have. I mean, luckily, it wasn't that. Once we know where it is, it's not actually that hard to get back, to be fair. But this just doesn't sound like a good time. So now, I guess we could... If we take... We're going to actually leave this first slab alone, but we'll do all the others. So that gets us all the types of copper. This one is, in theory, fine. And I think, as far as even though that the description read weird as hell, it sounds right. And it's so, this achievement is so much easier in the other version of the game, because you literally only have to apply wax to one thing and apply with another. Wax all 4 stages of each type of copper block. Copper block, cut copper stairs, and cut copper slabs with honeycomb and de-wax with an axe. God, there are so many types of copper. That's the one thing that I don't like. How well the copper's neat. They just added it adds too many new types of like unwaxed and waxed copper. That's just too many blocks, or at least it feels like it. And it would be nice if rain or if like we could set up like a dripstone. You know, we found the dripstone earlier. I should have taken it, and we should have tried to set up an infinite lava source. That would have been a neat setup. Oh, so from what I'm understanding, basically, for everything to, like, once one of these goes up a stage, everything else will have to go up a stage. So, like, once, let's say these 3 blocks enter stage 2, then all of these blocks back here will also have to enter stage 2 before anything can enter stage 3. Okay, unless it's waxed, of course. Do I still have bone? No, I don't have any bones in here. We're actually going to throw these in there for now. So in theory, I just made the process take longer. But yeah, so like let's say this one goes up to stage 1 or stage 2. This one cannot go to this, then this one has to go to stage 2. And until this one hits stage 2, this cannot go to stage 3. That's what it sounds like anyways. Just, yeah, it just keeps everything balanced, I guess. The shield is very low down. I'm actually surprised how low down that is. No matter what, we're ending at 4, like before 4, which is we're ending in like 40 minutes, no matter what. But I'd at least love to get the next stage done, or at least to have this one, so that way I can wax and wax off of it. Where do I get all this dirt from? Oh, from... Ugh, duh. I don't want any excess dirt. If so, I'm gonna need more wax. But hey, at least we got the axolotl one. Not hard, not too hard. It took us a minute to find one. And boat and goat, which, hey, look at that. Boats and goats. Super easy, actually. Like, maybe it's just we got lucky because we spawned right next to a mountain with goats. Maybe that's why, but, yeah. What does the second stage of oxidation look like? So that's normal. Okay. So it'll I mean, the fact that we have this one as reference means that we'll see when it changes. Yeah, I think as building materials go, copper's not bad. Admittedly, I thought it was to make a block of copper you only needed 4 ingots, which made it a really reliable building source. But now that I see it takes 9, I feel a little less like positive to use it. I feel like it's a little less useful. Can it be used in a beacon? I don't remember. I feel like it would make sense if it could be. But I don't honestly know. Oh, hey, look, it's raining. Can you... Okay, that's how you make a beacon. That's how many blocks are needed for the beacon. That's the beacon's effects. Beacon. There's all the achievements. Because I guess it'd be neat if you could do the beacon with copper. Okay, let's see. Beacon requires an unobstructed view of the sky, transparent blocks, glass or water, and bedrock. The nether ceilings. Oh, you can do a beacon in the nether? Huh, I didn't know that. For some reason, I always figured the bedrock in the nether would break it. The beacon is the top of a pyramid constructed from iron blocks, gold blocks, emerald blocks, diamond blocks, and or netherite. I wonder why. Maybe it's because copper is too common. Maybe that's why copper doesn't work. Even though, again, I mean, yes, when copper is common, it's mainly because mining a block gets you like 2 or 3 pieces, whereas like iron and gold only get you one. Maybe that's why copper feels more common. That would make sense, I guess. I have no idea. Did we do the gold yet? I know we're all out of... We might as well. I mean, I know we're all out of... We used an entire stack of coal, basically. No, you basically look exactly the same. His armor's doing pretty good, actually. It's holding up fine. I can't believe we found an enchanted golden apple. I actually wonder, what's the seed for this world? Oops. There's your seed. That's. I mean, honestly, if you need because I know there are achievements that need enchanted golden apples, and I know you can use whatever seed you want, so that's not a terrible solution in theory. I wonder which one. I mean, I think we placed them this way. So that would make me think that one would turn first, but you never truly know. I hate... God, I hate Enderman. I know there is like a sweet spot where you can like hit them and they like won't teleport away. I just never remember what it is. Oh my god, where'd you get an iron sword? I have no idea where that Enderman went. Ugh. Yeah, God, I hope you don't gotta do it for all the different types of copper. I mean, 4, 8, 12. That'd be... I mean, I know we only started with 15 wax, but... God, I hope it's... I'm just gonna focus on the main 4 right now and hope everything else works out. I also do like that they added it in with the axe, where while you can strip the wax, you can put wax on and you can strip it off. I like that they also just added that you could remove some of the green with an axe normally, or with lightning. Just, that makes... I mean, admittedly, if it was only with lightning, it also worked, but it'd just be a little less convenient. Alright. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so hot. Oh, we got a piece of zombie meat. This is the part that takes forever. This is what's that saying about like a something, a watched pot never boils? I mean, I could go back in the... see, and the problem is I can't go too far away. Because clearly if I get too far away, they'll just, right... I'm honestly surprised they've never, in all the years, added a chunk loader block. Like, a block that just keeps, like a chunk loaded, so that way you can go leave and do things, and come back and the chunk stay loads. It's something that's been in mods forever, but never been in the default game. I don't know, there's a lot of, like, those little convenient things that have been in mods that have just never been in the default game. And I don't know, this goes back to the whole thing about, like, games and, like, how often they put out updates. And it's like, oh, the Minecraft modding community is able to do all these insane things, and and a lot of them are only done by, like, a single person, and yet the default game, oh, we're gonna take forever on this stuff, right? We're redoing world generation, and we're gonna take a year to do it, but yet a modder could do it in, like, 5 weeks. And I'm thinking about Among Us, because I know I mentioned, I think during Summer Games Fest or one of the showcases, that, well, people have been making Among Us mods that add in, like, all these new roles and whatnot. And I think I know they're talking about adding new roles into the default game, I really think they should just hire one of these modders to get the roles, because they clearly know right, they've been able to do something amazing. And while it's clearly never that black and white, the Minecraft modding thing is just so fucking, or the Among Us modding thing is so impressive. But I think I had pointed out that nobody had ever made a custom map. Somebody finally did that. Somebody made a map that is like a submarine, and it's really well done. Like, it's a really well thought out, well constructed map. It does in some ways, it is a big map, kind of like the airship. And like the airship, there's both a top and the airship, you can, like, spawn at multiple places. The submarine, you can spawn either at the top or the bottom. So, like, you can spawn up or down, and there's a bunch of elevators you can take to go between the two. And I just think it's fascinating. I think it truly is, like, a fascinating thing that somebody was just able to add in a whole new map. And, and the other crazy thing is that it keeps the theme, right? Like, it doesn't look like it's from, like, a different game or whatever. No, it looks just like an Among Us map, like the other four. It's just an insanely well done job. You know what I wonder about? It'd be nice to go get some coal, which we can probably find up actually in the mountains. But you know what? Isn't there, like, a new type of glass? I wonder, how do you make that? Let's go up into the mountains real quick. Let's go see if we can find just some coal sitting around. And then we'll come back down and we'll see if we can find some... Is this the path I carved earlier? Oh yeah, it is. Nice. We'll go see if we can find some coal, and then we'll go get some glass. Because didn't they add in, like, a new, like, tinted glass? That, I think, is just neat. Like, that's a thing that has been in mods for a long time. That is actually made it into the default game. Every once in a while, things happen. I don't know, mods are just fun. And while, yeah, I know that, like, oh, well, you can, if you like the mods, just install them and only play with them. And fair enough, but I'd love to see, like, the actual just game support it. I'd love to know that, like, hey, the developer... I mean, I know most games, specifically indie games, the developers talk about how, like, yeah, we fully support the modding community. Right? Like, unless you're fucking Nintendo, most places support their modding community. Right? Sega. I mean, Sega is maybe the best example of, like, a big trip. Most indie games support it. AAA studios, no. Like, I know Rockstar, the Grand Theft Auto developers, hate it. Well, especially because they can sell shark cards, and right, if you can do cool stuff with the mods, well then hey, what's the point of the shark cards? They hate stuff like that. Yeah, what was I was somehow we got on that Among Us modding thing. But the whole reason even though I'm saying all this stuff like, oh, I wish these games would like go more into it. The Among Us developers actually did an interview. Oh, I don't know where it is, but they did an interview talking about how like suddenly the game blew up and how that like changed everything for them. Like 1 minute they're just some indie game that a few people are playing to now all of a sudden hundreds of people are playing their game. And that comes with like its own set of expectations and whatnot, and how like stressful it can be to like try to make the game that delivers. Right now that all these people are playing it, you now have to make sure the servers are able to accommodate all these people. And now you got to start working on updates. Because originally they were just going to make an Among Us 2. But then once all of a sudden everybody started playing it, and I know some people decry dead game, right? Because you know a game is alive and being played when people are saying dead game. Because if people weren't saying dead game, they'd be saying nothing. And if people were saying nothing, then you know people aren't playing it. Games like Bleeding Edge, or that MOBA that Gearbox made that everyone immediately forgot about. Oh, what was that Gearbox? Not MOBA. It was, the Gearbox hero shooter. It was called... Oh, God. It had the mushroom person in it. It wasn't... Because there was Overwatch and then a Battleborn. Overwatch and Battleborn came out around the same time. Overwatch blew up in popularity, which is, of course, because Overwatch blew up. It made loot boxes okay, and that's why a lot of games thought they could get away with loot boxes. And Overwatch still gets away with loot boxes, because the first one got away with it. It's always about raising the bar, or lowering the bar is a better term. Right? Games like Overwatch lower the bar, and then they'll do something insanely worse. And then they'll be like, oh, well, hey, look, we're not doing that insanely worse thing. Instead, we're just doing loot boxes. And people will be like, oh, well, as long as you're not doing that insanely bad thing, I guess it's fine. Like, seriously, that's how it goes. We got backlash from Battlefront 2 having loot boxes. And because games no longer have loot boxes, hey, well, in comparison, microtransactions don't actually seem that bad. And now more and more games have microtransactions in them. Seriously, that's how it works. It's all about lowering the bar to make the bad thing look better compared to the worst thing. They do it all. EA, Activision Blizzard, Ubisoft, they do it all the time. Which really sucks. It really sucks that they can just keep lowering the bar like that. And of course people fall for it. Every time. Fucking. And of course the whole and people will say, well, oh, the loot boxes in Overwatch aren't bad. They're just cosmetic. But cosmetics matter in a game. I give a shit that I can play as a chicken man in Minecraft. That fucking matters to me. But guess what? Minecraft, the Bedrock edition of Minecraft, is riddled with microtransactions. Because the second Xbox got their grubby little hands on it, they just stuffed the game full of them. Oh. I was hoping to get some bones. Yep. The marketplace is just filled with microtransactions, and... Ugh. It's a goddamn nightmare. It's weird how it looks in your hand, but also that weird when it like stutters like that. But I think the spyglass is neat. It's like if it didn't take up an inventory slot, and if I could put it like on the head, and it just worked like it, like if I could like put right. I don't know how they do it, especially on a controller. But if there was some way to do it, oh, it would be so much more convenient. But like if I could just do it on the fly, like as I'm running, I could just like, hey, boom, and look, instead of having to pull it out and whatnot. It's honestly my Animal Crossing problem, because in Animal Crossing you can get the items that do the thing, right? Like I can get the like you have the 8 item toolbar where you can like fast select any 8 items, but then that creates a problem when you have 9 items, which is what I currently do. Because you have the 8 items, plus you have the magic wand. So it always kind of feels a little off, and that sucks. And yeah, it's the same problem here. I mean, I know I usually keep a few blank spaces in my inventory, but you gotta have your sword, you gotta have your pickaxe, you gotta have... you don't need the shovel, but you need food, you need torches if you're exploring. You need a few things, and having a spyglass, I mean, you technically wouldn't need it for mining, but it's just another inventory slot to take up that you don't always need to take up. What else can you do with the amethyst? Is the only other thing you can do with the amethyst is the amethyst block? Is that it? Is it only used for the spyglass and the one thing? I guess so. I wish there was more to it than that. God, it's been 30, 40 minutes since we placed these. I mean, it's been a lot longer than that, but like since we got back, it's been a while, and nothing has even gotten close to oxidized. We're ending off in 10 minutes no matter what, but yeah. I was really hoping just one. I know I said earlier that it takes like 23 in-game days or whatever, but yeah. Oof. All right. Anything? Come on, game. Just work with me here. I'll read that later. I'm looking at something stupid. Oh, you know what's nice this week? Because I won't chat about it, because this is... I mean, we ain't streaming again this week, probably. Until, well, in chat, which is... Again, I don't... as of this moment, we're going to do it Friday. But if, like, next week I push it to Saturday, and it stays as Saturday for the rest of the year, don't be surprised. But, before then, I will finally get to see Black Widow. There was some stupid guy on Twitter bitching about it. It wasn't, Kirk Cameron, but it was someone, like, on the level of Kirk Cameron. complaining about the movie, and I was like, whatever, right? Why are we even giving this guy attention? Like, what? And which I know I'm not helping with that. But yeah, I've been enjoying Loki so far. I'm curious to see where it's going to go from here with the last 2 episodes. I don't know. If you want to know, I've been reviewing it on the main channel. Should I? And then should I be reviewing Rick and Morty? I kind of... Fuck. See, the problem is I did the first 3 seasons, but then I didn't do... And then, of course, the bigger problem is that I don't have time. But other than that, I did seasons 1, 2, and 3. And then I didn't do season 4 because, again, I took about a year off. And during that year off, I didn't do... I think that was when Rick and Morty season 4 was. But I was like, should I do season 5? Like, just pick it back up where we left off? Hey, because we're 3 episodes in right now. And, well, I don't feel like I have a lot to say. I could probably fill out, like, a 10-minute video. I don't know. It goes back to that thing I'm always complaining about on InChat, where I'm just like, am I talking too... I know this is like a audio-visual medium, but am I talking too much? Am I spouting too much bullshit? Because, like, I don't know how some of those videos end up, like when I make videos that are longer than the episodes themselves, it's like, what the fuck am I even doing? So, I don't know. Which has happened on several occasions. I don't remember. See, and then like I don't remember if my Legend of Korra video, specifically for the 4th season, was longer than the entirety of the 4th season. It might have been. I know it definitely was getting up there, because I think the 4th season of Legend of Korra was 12 episodes. Was it 12 episodes? At like 22 minutes. I'm actually going to look it up right now. We've got 5 more minutes to kill, so yeah. Because nothing is happening. Oh wait, is that it right there, Legend of Korra? Let's see. Season 4 is 13 episodes at 22 minutes each. 13 episodes at 22 minutes each is... Okay, no, so it's closer to 5 hours, and I think my video was 3 unedited? It might have been 4 unedited, and I narrowed it down to 3. Either way, I know it was a fucking lot. Legend of Korra. Oh, it was 3 hours, and I edited it down to 2:39. Okay. Okay, so I'm not doing terrible. And then meanwhile, WandaVision. Oh, boom! You talked about this episode for an hour, and the episode's like 22 minutes. What the Okay, admittedly, I think I talked about 4 episodes in that video, but still. God. It's harder to quote an old English professor I had 5-6 years ago now. It's harder to get all your ideas on a 1-page paper than it is to get them all on a 20-page paper. Because she made us write it wasn't 20 pages, but it was like a 7-page. It was the final. We had to write like a 7-page paper, and then she wanted us to take all the same content and do a 1-page paper. And yeah. Can you believe Animal Crossing hasn't had an update in 2 months? Yeah, it's been 2 months. I think the last update was the end of It was, I think, in April. Because there wasn't an update in May, and there wasn't an update in June, and now we're in July. And yeah, because I know the last update was, it added stuff for the museum day, it added stuff for wedding day, the wedding season. I don't think it covered anything in July. Because, yeah, I mean, they got in all the holidays, and then after that, they just, like, support was like, oh, we're going to add some new stuff for, like, oh, here's 3 new Easter items on an update that could have added in hundreds of items. God. I don't know. I know a lot of places are opening, large portions of the U.S. are back up to 100% open again. I know the United Kingdom opens on, I think, the 19th. So, yeah, places are opening up again. I think it's still a little too early, if you ask. Like, right now, I mean, like, fully open. I think by this point, places should definitely start opening back up. Or at least I can see it. But it's too, especially with all the variants and everything. Because the big worry is that we're going to create a new variant. One that is more contagious and one that has a higher kill rate. Because that's what coronaviruses do. They're very infectious and they have high chances of mutation. There's a reason we killed off all the minks in Denmark, because they would have rapidly mutated it. Okay, maybe not, maybe that's a little extreme, but they definitely would have mutated it, because that's just a thing they do. It was minks, right? And I think it was in Denmark. I don't know, that was a shit show in and of itself. But yeah, it's like, places could definitely start. I mean, a lot of places are, at least here in the U.S., the U.S. has done for starting with for Joe Biden coming in with no plan from Trump, because Trump had no COVID plan, and actually making one and getting vaccines and everything, Joe Biden has done an incredible job. Him and his team, and yeah, no, the coronavirus plan in the U.S. has been insanely well done compared to everything else. But I know other countries have been struggling a little bit more with it, and numbers are going up, luckily, and I just think it plays. People have been ready to get out of this since May of last year, which, you know, if everyone had just worn a mask, we could have been out of this by May of last year. Like, no joke. I mean, yes, we'd still have to, everyone would be wearing a mask, but like all the super tight restrictions, nah, if just everyone had worn a mask, no, we could have been out of this a long time ago. But nope, and we're technically out of it now, but again, it's, a lot of people are ready to be like, oh, this is over, this is done. Oh, you're still wearing a mask? You're a fucking idiot. No, this ain't over yet. Because people refuse to get vaccinated, because people refuse to wear masks, this is the next year or two at least. So I think this is where I would love to sit here and wait for like another hour to get all these done. But we've been going for almost 4 hours now. I'm gonna go listen to the RT podcast. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. If you're there, yeah, go listen to it too. I don't know. It's gonna be a nightmare from what Eric Badur is saying, so that'll be interesting. I don't know. I haven't actually listened to an RT podcast live in over a month. Because that's one of the few podcasts I've been very behind on, that I finally got caught up on since I've been playing Mario Golf. And yeah, ooh. Oh, we got disconnected at some point. Yeesh. That's not good. Probably not anyways. And then we will be back on Friday night. We will be doing... limited free care, whatever. We will be back on Friday night, and we will be doing we will be doing Mario Golf. We're probably just going to play some, like, against some CPUs. Maybe we'll do, like, a 12 round, or, like, a full 18 holes. And that should be fun. Doing a full 18 holes should be fun. And probably by then, I'll have gotten this last achievement, because clearly, I mean, we're only one away. Of course, I wish I... Oh, hey, look, it does show that we've... Oh, fuck. We're gonna have to go get more beeswax. Fuck. 2 out of 32, yeah. I'm gonna have to go get some more beeswax. But hey, we got whatever floats your goat, and we got the healing power of friendship. 2 good achievements right there. So on that end, we're good. And yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back with some Mario Golf. Hopefully it'll be fun. It'll be fun to do some Mario... God, it's good to have the Switch again. I don't know if we'll do it all the time, obviously. I mean, new Fall Guys season is supposedly in like 8 days or something. I don't even think they've said anything about it. So I doubt the new season will be anytime soon. Because, again, part of me was thinking they were going to wait until it came to Xbox and Switch, which I was expecting in August, but that probably won't happen. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it all goes. But, yeah, I'll be back Friday. I've got a very busy week, month, year, rest of lifetime in front of me. So, we'll see how it all goes. Maybe I'll have the time. Maybe I won't. But definitely, no matter what, I still want to do Friday. That's still what matters to me. That's... no matter what else. Oh, and of course we're doing the Loki stuff and the MCU stuff. And what if I do Rick and Morty? Hey, we do Rick and Morty. That'd be cool. But I don't... Right now I'm kind of up in the air. My big problem is just finding the time to do it. Even though definitely I treat Rick and Morty way more laissez-faire than I do Loki and the MCU stuff, which I take seriously. I do. Seriously enough, anyways. But yeah, for now, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Till next time, peace.